multi-purpose organic masks. Multi-purpose organic mask for kids. I'll show you. And the presentation. The presentation. Multi-purpose for children. And when it comes to children, there is a whole. I have everything. I'm prepared. I have Harvey with parents, kids, siblings. I have support. I have handrails for the iron wrist. One man does give a. I have the baby food for kids. I'm prepared. We're living in the completely different flip side of the ecliptic in a world where we are never lost. Here, the whole iceberg, so the whole entire iceberg, it has. Maybe I'll go into this later because this is in UV light. Baked olive oil, everything extra virgin paste, Greca. And we have thousands of traditional kimchi for the whole 30 months. Original with cats and petting zoos. And then we have the pickled peppers. We have the yesh green zaitim, yarukim zaitim mi yavan, yavanit. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they just? This is because it's stuffed with a this is really really organic, and it does come from a Greek island. They did not buy little peas because it's a vulgar thing. Like if anything, we got everything. And then artichoke. This company, this man, he's my family member. Horgos fan. Everyone, we got vegetable meat meal for the poles, for the north and southern hats or the bras and hats of worlds. So, and also filetti. The great thing about Italian anashim of the leather footwear, long leather footwear. Never worn leather boots, shoes, long ones. Is that they are such wonderful, beautiful humans, and therefore everything, and plus the language. It sounds so akin to Jewish Latin, like Jewish Latin. It was invented, after all, by the Brainim, Moachim. There, when you eat Italian, and now they make European Union eco food with the labels organic, certified, organic, so automatically kosher, and it's just so sweet. And right, well, so you I'm not gonna go over every, but it's important because when you're in a space and we're with deliveries, yes, the Eureka moments that we constantly get Eureka moments. Definitely, we certainly obtain Eureka moments often. I had one, a major one, a couple of hours ago before I slept for 6 hours, 7 hours. I slept, or 8 hours. I slept. Time runs a specific way when you're dealing with large, beautiful creatures. The ones that are in we have heard them in our Drasha. Drasha, there's a delivery of contents, of like, you know, like explanation, interpretation of the sage, like wise men, they're telling you. And it's not the wise men thing, they call each other young men. That's what they do. And it's a wonderful inversion. I do inversions. I actually do inversions all the time. And whew, incredible. This I kept because it's actually it's attractive. It's a top, you know, top company, top shop. It's made like assembled, sewn, really assembled, made really fancily, and they're not a kingdom. This I have just like a clothing. It's endless. Out of the biggest, largest pride is this. Out of what I happen to have two identical versions of this cardigan, and I am not hiding my pride of the fact that things do come dually, which that it's just an indication that in the universe, which is so vast, when great things take place, they often take place triple. And now, get my advice, and for the home, instead of investing money in your time in bed, like, you know, we call them bathrobes, like you're somebody like that's being put in a bathtub, and like, they're gonna be washing you. Or they want to get washed. I think they know how to get washed by themselves. Oh, that's so cute. I love I love him. He's like my whole world, and I love him. I love him infinitely. And the pride moment that I'm here showing is like manifesting, and it's a giant. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to Adonai. I say the bracha thankful bracha all the time in ways, in those languages out there in the springtime. For I am extremely grateful for all those wonders that I have gratuitously, because I don't pay for these things. I don't pay for yes, I obtain them through labor. I produce labor, but I'm motivated by kindness and the willingness to help another greatness, and to create larger, even bigger greatness. And I'm so happy about the because there's also the ADBL mode, which is cute. It means it's cute. It's only a cute thing. Fathers love adult babies. A baby, they call each other baby because they're sexy. Like lovers, they call each other baby. They call each other baby, and they call each other babe, although they're mature, but they're referring as to babe because they're so attractive. Not to say vulgarly, that's sexy. And yeah, and for children, for kids. This is perfect for me. I have a small face. I have a small head face. The circumference, round surface of my spherical head, of my spherical limb, the one that's at the end of my neck, is petite. It's small. And so I got cats, but there were also other animals. So we can wash it, put it on, dry it, and put it on again. And first I'm applying, here, it's here. That's a very beautiful neighborhood. This small meadows, I'm dancing on the Sunshine Meadow, is a really gorgeous neighborhood. It's wealthy people live there. Wealthy because they're with God. Usually any associations with divinity. That town, where it's produced, and it's organic. They made it. They make money. It's a family business. A family that I am part of. That we are part of the family. So lucky, although, do I look like? Is this what I look like? Well, yeah. See, I don't look at people in their faces. I mean, I do, but I don't look at their eye colors because I grew up in a black and white era. So for me, I look at other things, and when I deal with somebody who, now he's a blue-eyed Earth representative of on the Olympics of Earth, then I מרגישה כמו hen, whatever, like them. I do feel like them, like exactly the I'm probably like the only that has this unique. You can learn it, but I have it naturally. It's called going into the situation of another through the power of Rosh Hashanot. Like I always constantly have new eras, constantly rebirth, constant state of rebirth. Hence the attractiveness. That's why, like, for example, my father also is constantly rebirthing. That's why he's so attractive and young. Like, he never ages, and he's slim, and he never, like, he reverses in his orbital movements, as the ones discovered via virtue of those winter people, those Dli and Gli, and what we used to call them. Well, they were still referring to the leaders because it's Rosh Hashanah. That's how they set it out in those white peeps. Now we have it differently in the native way of seeing nature, definitely more natural. But here they were like, okay, a leader, and then like we need water, and then it was another Rosh Hashanah because we were so attractive. We're constantly attractivi, and not to apart from attractivi, we have superpowers and like more talents, more talents than everyone, and just it's a blessing. But here, that's the most attractive. Well, depending how you look at it, because for example, they used to do the patron Aquarius era of the Dali of Dolly, Dory, a gift. Well, yeah, but when I was a kid, I was a gift for the whole world because I'm so unique. Like, in case you haven't noticed, I'm a celestial creature because I have such unique properties. I have something that my folk don't, and that's particularly incredible hair. I have like hair that never disappears. Like I have incredible hairdo. I am this just in a reversal, because I also I do stuff in reversal. I just travel a lot. I travel south, north, south, west, east, west, and also in 45 degrees angles. So I travel a lot, and I have really logical movements, yet properties that my parents, because I love my parents. Like I love how they take care of me. I love how they cook for me. I love how they serve me with food, and so extra unique, and it's all also owing to the greatness of Yud. Yeah, because they're a double. They're a double. My parents, whom I treasure no one larger than my two parents, whom I incredibly love, and sometimes there are more of them, of my parents, and not in my head, but in our house, in our home. There are more parents, and I worship no one more than here, Earth, more than my parents, and the way that they take care of me, because I like to, I'm Mr. Wise, and I know a lot of things, and so do my double siblings, because they're identical, and they're the letter Y, like the symbolics of Judaism. It's the most beautiful letter, and that's how I usually write the name of God often. Yeah, but we're getting jewelry, keychains, and I like metallurgy with the engraved names of God. That's very magical, and God is surely going to be happy, but God is already happy. Just one thing that I started crying 1 hour ago, because I had this, I saw, well, not a vision, but it's actually, I was afraid, I had a projection of future, not a very far away future, that I enter my home, I enter my room, like my room, but it's like, it has a lot of different rooms, and there are like places, and there are, couches to sit, and there are chaiselongs, like, it means that it's a couch, sofa. It's not a sofa, but it's like not soft, and the seating is soft, but it's a comfortable thing, and you can actually sleep on it. So there are sleeping places in workplaces, there are in workrooms, there are sleeping places for not because they're tired, but because they're full of LUST, and it's wonderful. Have you ever seen a place like that? In overcrowded, random settings, you have to keep, in privacy. In privacy, then love and life and children thrive. Children appear in the situation, but I'm pretty lucky, because you don't usually start at 15. As we got 3 years ago, and yes, we are double systems, at least double systems, largely, and we see everything in neatly and bright and luminescently. Neon it uses electricity, but this luminosity is naturally ignited. It's not fluorescent. No. We don't use any. We don't have any fluorescent neon bulbs. We keep it natural. Like, this is our recipe for life. This book over here is the recipe of how we get things done. So and how to maintain happiness and all those wonders, and like we constantly thank Yud constantly, and we can come up with a brainstorm of the pra and middle and advanced Semitic ways of the names of Hakadosh Baruch Hu, and how do we see signs of God everywhere? It's not a task, it's just a enjoyable activity. So right now I have stuff to and it's such a great blessing. I sat on a expensive mineral. How did they make those? Not only Nobel and royal, yet how they make Nobel particles in the color gold. It's precious metals. From the belts, and from really the far distances, from their satellites. I don't discriminate satellites. They are storing incredible treasures inside of their G-spots. Those kids out there, and kids and parents, we call them young man. That's what we call them. We call them young man and sir, etc. The great names for people, on the other hand. So it's just like so precious. We had names for them, but sometimes I'm not bothered, and sometimes I enjoy it in solitude, and so do those twins out there.